How's it going, guys? What's up? I've wet here, it's dark outside, there's military people yelling in the background, so you know what time it is. It's time for another weekly recap, and let's start it off by cracking open a cold one with the boys. There you go. These Pepsis do not taste good, and I don't know why. I've never been a fan of regular Pepsi. I think it's fucking garbage. If you don't drink Pepsi Max, you're terrible, basically. But Pepsi Max is hard to come by in these quarters. I drink it from Walmart when I go there, but other than that, it's kind of hard. But Pepsi in the bottles tastes fine, but this is canned Pepsi, and it tastes a lot sweeter, and I don't know how I feel about it. I've also been drinking a lot of sorry. I've been drinking a lot of Pepsi Twist, which maybe that's why I don't like this. But yeah, these cans don't taste as good. Look, this is the only 6-pack that I'm ever gonna get. But yeah, 6-pack of Pepsi. This cost 10.8 kwai, and yeah, this is basically my life summed up in one frame. You got Pepsi, Pepsi, fidget spinner, and yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, anywho, anyhow, whatever. How have you guys been? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to another weekly recap, where we are going to discuss what has happened throughout the week. As per usual, basically. I don't know. Anyway. The fuck? Oh, I'm so confused. I was looking at the weekly recap, and it says week 27. I'm like, okay. This is the 2nd of January. And I'm like, it's not the 2nd of January. So I guess I've labeled every day this month January. I got to the end of January, and then when February started, I just started calling them January again, I think. I don't know, I'm not good at knowing the months or the weeks or whatever, but welcome back to the fucking 2nd of February. Did I do the same mistake last week? What did I call last week's video day? No? Last week I called it the... I just called it the 1st. I didn't say which month. I guess that's the bamboozle. I don't know. Anyway, 2nd of February. I woke up at 9, had noodles, and the mum's friend came over. She's here pretty regularly, and she's very nice. She speaks a bunch of English to me. She doesn't speak English, but she speaks a bunch of English to me. So, oh god, I'm sorry for shaking the camera. I apologize. But yeah, she speaks a bunch of English, and she's nice, and it is what it is. Oh no, the first thing she does, I woke up and I come down and I see she's there. I'm like, okay, cool. Then she starts asking me to peel some sort of onion, and it takes her like 3 times asking me because I don't understand that I'm supposed to peel it. She's like, this, and because usually they ask me what vegetables are called. Like they want the English name. They say Chinese name and they want the English. So I'm just like, I don't know what it's called. It's an onion thing, maybe. I don't know what it is. It looks weird, you know? And then eventually she convinces me that I need to peel this onion thing, and I'm like, fuck. Because I'm, like, useless in a kitchen, like, no, fuck. But yeah, I started peeling those. It's like peeling, it's not called peeling. That's the wrong word, right? It's like doing a potato, but different. And I had to do like 6 of them, and I was useless at every single one. But yeah, then Ricky woke up, and he'd lost his voice because he was fairly sick, I guess. But yeah, we chilled and played around his room and such. We've started this new game, so basically now we have like, I do very little with him, but I have a few games. Now we basically chill in his room, and he has these 2 puppets, and we play with them, and we feed them, and like have pretend dinner. So yeah, I think we just fucked around in his room. And then I had lunch, and the mother said that Ricky was sick, so he needed to go to the hospital. And I was like, okay. And yeah, then they went away and had free time. So then I spent the entire afternoon editing the Ling Ying Temple video. Oh, this was weird, because they went to the hospital, which is sort of far away, but not too far. But then at 6 p.m, I was so confused. I was like, why is no one home? What's going on? And I went downstairs, and it was completely pitch black. And there was no nanny, no nothing. And I was just like, the fuck? And yeah, then I I went to the bathroom because I go down to like survey the perimeter and be like, the fuck's what going on? And then the mum's friend came home and I'm like, okay. And then apparently the mum and Ricky were home too because they came out of the bedroom at one point and I was like, okay then. And then we had dinner at like 6:30. So I don't know if I was supposed to play with him after they came home from the hospital. I didn't know he was home and it was like, because usually it's very easy to know if he's home because he's noisy as fuck. So, but I didn't know what was going on. I was confused. And then I can't remember if we had dinner or I had dinner. Maybe, no, I think I had dinner. And then I don't know if I ate with anyone else, to be honest. I don't remember. But I feel like I didn't. And then the mum took food into her room and ate it with Ricky. And then I was like super confused and I didn't know if I should go in there. Because I can never tell. That's the problem being an au pair. Like, can never tell when I'm supposed to work and when I'm not supposed to. Because obviously, I'm trying to move the camera a bit. Obviously, parents want to spend time with their son. So it's not like when he's home 24/7, I just have to be like, he's mine now. But they obviously want me to play with him as well. But like, yeah. So he's in their room and I'm like, what do I do? But I asked the mum's friend, I was like, do I go in there or do I go upstairs? And she's like, no, you can go. And I was like, fuck, okay. But yeah, it was really confusing. And yeah, so I went to my room and then I finished editing the Lingying Temple video, which is up on my channel now if you want to watch it. It's the last released video, so go watch it. I think it's pretty good, actually. I think it turned out pretty good. Like, some of my videos after watching them, I'm like, this is fucking boring or garbage. Like, I think the pagoda video was pretty bad. Also, that video in Hong Kong of the heart. Like, some of the videos just, they don't hit the mark, which every video can't be great. But I think the Lingying Temple video is pretty good. I'm happy with it, actually. So go watch it. Anyway. Yeah, I went downstairs again and asked what to do. I was like, what do I do? But the mum didn't understand what I was asking or something. I don't know. So I was like, alright, I conclude. I'll go to my room. So then I said goodnight to the boy. And then I went then I went outside and bought Snickers. Oh, this week has been really bad. I think I've had 3 days in a row where I've had this urge. And I've just been like, okay, it is what it is. I have to go down and buy a Snickers at the store. And then I buy a Snickers and I'm like, I'm a fat piece of shit. So yeah. I've also had bubble tea 3 times this week. But I don't feel bad in the slightest drinking bubble tea because it's just like, it's so good and it's like, I'm not going to have it in Denmark. So I have to go, well, I don't eat Snickers in Denmark either, to be honest. Like, I think they cost money too. But I don't, yeah, whatever. I was like, yeah, bubble tea is good. It is what it is. So yeah, I edited the video all day essentially. Also, it was weird because I had asked, I didn't get the free day on Wednesday, like I explained you in last week's video, because the mum wanted me to stay home to watch Ricky because she had to go to the hospital with the baby because the baby was sick. And then I asked her to change it to Friday and she said sure, but then she changed her mind because she said something about no one being home to watch Ricky. And I was like, okay, sure, fair enough. But then the entire Friday, as you've just heard, was basically me sitting in my room editing a video. I didn't really work, so I could have just had the free day, to be honest. But whatever, I guess I have that one. I don't know, because it's awkward, because like, if I come 2 weeks from now and I'm like, I want to use that day now, I don't exactly think I should say no, but it'd be kind of awkward, because it's like, really? I don't know. I'm putting it in the saved up bank and I'll use it to someday or travel some. I don't know. But yeah, that was the 2nd of February, not I really need to fix that. I don't know why I called every day January. And I should know February, because February is my birthday too. Yes, the entire month is my birthday. I don't have one day, I have the whole month. But yeah, February is my birthday, and it's New Year's as well, so I should really know. So I don't know why I don't, but I called it January, alright? So, the 3rd of February, I woke up at 9, which I do every day. Update on me being sick. I'm not that sick anymore. Like, I don't have shit on my nose. I haven't. That's not been that big of an issue, to be honest. But my throat isn't that fucked either. Like before, I could actually feel like at the back of my tongue it was all there, but now it's all good. I still cough a little bit, and I think I still have some like green shit where it's like I can cough and then pia. But I think it's better. I don't know. The mum's given me like a bunch of stuff. She made me drink some weird medicine like 3 times, and I was like, sure. I don't know enough Chinese to say no. Well, actually, I can say no, thank you, but I don't know. I'll take it. All right. Anyway, I woke up at 9, played with fuck, I'm sorry for shaking the camera. Played with Ricky until 11, and then I went to my room and, I guess, alright, it says I still edited the Ling Ying video, so I guess I didn't finish it on the Friday like I said I did, but I was pretty damn close, alright? And then it says I chilled, but I think that's supposed to say chilled, because I don't think I chilled anything. But yeah. Ricky woke up at 4 p.m. and then we played around the house, had dinner, and then I took him to bed. But then, I don't know, I wrote the auntie, but that's not true. The mum's friend took over. She was like, alright, I'll take him to bed, and I was like, okay, that's easy for me. Wheel, lads. Alright. I wrote in my notes, I can't really remember what we did this day, because obviously these notes are really short. But yeah, honestly I can't remember what we did, because sometimes I write the notes the day after, and then I have no recollection of what happened during the day. But it was a very boring and basic day. Nothing interesting happened. I don't think the mum was home all day. And it was super cold outside. Today's been the first day in a while where it's been like bearable. Like, I didn't wear my jacket inside after I got home from being outside. And it's been like, the sky has been blue, and I've like, I don't know, it's been okay today. I'm not upset. But, yeah. Then I went outside and I bought some milk. Yeah, that's another thing. When I buy Snickers, I don't just buy Snickers. I bought milk candy and Snickers. And that was the 3rd day in a row I did it. And then, yeah. And what else? Then I ended up talking to my dad for 2 hours, which that's super unusual. Usually I just talk for like 15 minutes, but I don't know what happened. Alright, I just got ganked by a 4-year-old. Which, that's the thing that sucks about being an au pair. Even when you're off schedule, you can still, like, you know, if he wants to talk, he wants to talk. Like, yesterday was my day off, and he came up at like 10 p.m., which, I mean, I'm supposed to sleep there, so, you know. But obviously it's fine because it's only short, and it's because he wants to talk to me and he's being cute and nice there, so it's not that bad. Like, right now, he just came up and was like, my mom gave me this thing, and I exist, and I was like, sure. And I was like, good night. Here's a hug, you know? So it's all good. But anyway, what was I saying? Am I getting ganked again? Alrighty then. Give me a second. Okay, getting ganked, and then he leaves, and then he comes back. And then he was obnoxious the second time, so it's like, fuck. Anyway, I talked to my dad for 2 hours. He said he was going to come to Hong Kong because... Okay, let me just... Actually, is that the next day? Anyway, I'll go into it now because now we're talking about it, okay? Basically, my agency told me, hey, we know you just renewed your visa, but you have to do it again because on the 24th, when you have to renew your visa, you're not going to be home. You're going to be on a trip with your family. And I was like, oh, well, I'm glad they don't... Like, they tell me that. Like, why do they not tell me that we're going on a trip? I even asked them not that long ago, like, hey, are we doing anything on the holiday? And they're like, oh, I don't think so. And then I only got told about it because the agency did it. Like, that's one of the most frustrating things here. The communication. And it's nothing to do with a language barrier. It's like a choice. They say everything like 2 hours before it happens. Like, if I hadn't gotten told from the agency about the trip, they would have told me the day before. Or maybe, like, yeah. Maybe on the day. Like, I have friends as well where it happens that they get told 2 hours before, oh, pack a bag, we're going on a trip. It's like, fuck. You need to tell ahead of time. Especially, if they plan it last second, I can understand. It's hard to tell someone about a plan you haven't made yet. But this is a week in advance. If they know the plan, just tell me it. I'd like to know it a week in advance, the same time you know it, instead of telling me 2 days before. But yeah, the agency said, you need to go to Hong Kong because you're going on a trip. Right. So I'm going to Hong Kong on Tuesday, and today is Thursday. But yeah, I'm going to Hong Kong on Tuesday. And then my dad said he would meet me there because he's traveling. And he was like, I'll meet you in Hong Kong. But now he's being dumb and he's like, I can't do it. And I'm like, well, fuck. If you didn't do it last minute, then you would be able to. So fucking, like, Jesus Christ. I'm upset and angry, alright? There you go. Anyway. Fuck, every time I read January, I'm like, oh, January 4th. No, it's February, alright? I need to... I'll fix this after the video. February 4th. Woke up at 9. And then the boy woke up shortly after. I ate breakfast. And it took him forever to eat. So... At 11, him and the mum went to the hospital because he had a fever, and I was like, sure. And then I chilled and I uploaded the Ling Ying video. And then at 3 p.m. he came home, and then he came up to play instantly, and he's like, let's play. And I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to. But whatever. And then we fucked around till dinner, basically, where we were playing. And then after dinner, I think we were like, we play house. We build like a house out of this thing, this foam mat. And then we watched stuff on the computer. And then after dinner, a lot of the time was also just spent watching stuff on the computer. So basically, I just sit on my phone. And then, yeah, I do nothing. And then also, we ran around the house playing and drawing. So that's basically what we did. And I can't tell if I'm doing a good job or not. It's really hard to tell. Because I think I am. Because, I mean... He's happy except for when I'm disciplining him and telling him he's stupid and shouldn't be naughty. But he's happy the other percent of the time. And the parents are happy he's speaking a bunch of English. So I think I'm doing a good job. I'm just not very creative with games. It's like draw, run around the house being idiots. And now we play in his room where we play the pretend dinner thing with the puppets. But that's basically what we do. And then also we go outside and play where he plays with his friends and I exist. So that's basically what I'm doing with him at the moment. Maybe I should be more creative? I don't know. But it's working out. It's also hard though. Because usually I have him for 3 hours a day. And then on weekends it's long. But now every day it's like so many hours. So it's kind of hard to like do the same thing every day or like figure out what to do. I don't know. But yeah, I feel that's one of the problems being an au pair as well. I feel useless like a lot of the time. Because if he's on the, like, okay, this happened. He was on his mum's phone. It's like, I don't know what to do. Like, am I supposed to tell him to stop? Usually his mum gives him like 5 or 10 minutes. But when he's like on it for a long time, it's like, what do? I just sort of stand there. Or when he's on the computer, it's like, I just sit on my phone. What am I supposed to do, you know? And also when he's just with the parents, like I mentioned earlier, I can never tell if I'm supposed to be like, hey, play with me. Or if I'm supposed to be like, your parents love you and want to see you when they're not working. Talk to them. I don't know. But, yeah, basically, he was on the mum's phone next to the mum's friend. And I was feeling really useless. Like, what am I supposed to do? So then I was like, it was 8:40 and I'm supposed to finish at 9 and he's just on the phone. And then I told the mum's friend, I'm like, I guess I go take a shower? Like, what am I supposed to do? And then she was like, no, first I asked her, are you putting him to bed or am I putting him to bed? And then she's like, I'm putting him to bed. And then I went and took a shower because it's like, I'm not putting him to bed and he's just chilling on her phone. So yeah, then I went outside, I took a shower and I went outside and had milk tea. Also, I just want to talk about the shower today because my hair is obviously wet because I took a shower right before this video. But I did not take a shower. That is, like, okay, I go into the shower, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get warm. Turn it on, it's instantly warm, so other people have probably used it, right? Then I get under the shower, I'm there for like a minute, maybe 2 at the most. I didn't even get enough time to, think about putting shampoo or, like, what's it called, body wash on me. Like, I was only in there for like very, very short, and then the water just goes ice cold. And I don't mean cold. I mean like ASL ice bucket challenge cold. Like I died, and I was like, all right. And I'd gotten wet enough to be completely drenched, and I was like, well, now I'm wet. The water's cold, and I guess I don't take a real shower, so that's cool. So I think maybe everyone else used up the hot water, but that's like never really happened before, so I don't know. But I didn't get to have a real shower today, which, well, I mean, I did in the morning. I'm not a, alright, people that take showers at night, let's just have a conversation about that. You're a fucking idiot. There we go. I said it, everyone was thinking it. You take a shower at night, then you go to bed, and then you sweat a shit ton of liters of, like, sweat every year. I don't know, there's, like, mattress commercials where they talk about that. You sweat a lot during your sleep, and there's, like, some idiot watching this right now that's like, but I don't sweat, and it's like, yes you do, shut up. So there you go. But, also, if you take a shower at, say, 9 p.m., and then you go to work or whatever at 9 a.m., that means the last time you showered was 12, when you're meeting people for the first time during the day, the last time you showered was 12 hours ago. So by the end of the day, you're gross, I think. But I don't know, like if you shower at night, you're just an idiot. It's okay to shower in the morning and at night, because then you're just a water waster. That's basically what I'm doing at the moment. But yeah, I've started showering at night in China as well. And the nanny questioned me, she's like, why do you shower in the morning? And I'm like, to wake up? To be clean? Like, what? What? I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, if you only shower at night, you need to be insulted. So there you go. And I don't want to hear excuses, alright? Anyway. 5th of February. I woke up at 8 and I headed to class. This was on the Monday. Usually I have class Tuesdays and Thursdays. But some people were traveling and doing stuff with their families. So we just basically put our class together. Like the people who are good at Chinese and then the other group. Which is my group. But it's because we're new, I swear. And I'm just bad because I'm bad, but whatever. And then we just had a fun class, basically. We learnt a song. Like a Chinese song, which... I was about to play it for you, but I'll get, like, copyright fucked really hard. I can tell you what it's called. It's called Yu Liang Dai Biao Wu Di Sheng. Oh my god, I butchered that so bad, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry, anyway. Yeah. We headed to class. I'm so lost in the sauce. Okay. We had class, we learnt the song, and we chatted a bunch. Then after class, we headed to the dumpling place, which is famous in the au pair group. It's basically this Taiwanese restaurant that we always go to. And they have these kimchi dumplings that are like 10s. And then they have these sesame noodles that are like 10s. And then they have milk tea, which is like 10 out of 10. And this milk tea is hot. Usually when I buy a hot milk tea, it's like warm. This one, I took a sip expecting it to be warm, and it was hot, and I like burnt myself, and I was like, oh fuck. But yeah, it's good. Also, I had a cold milk tea yesterday, and I prefer hot, but the cold milk tea, the takoyaki, how do you say it? Let me search this, just to make sure. Oh my god, that's not how you say it. Alright, it's tapioca. Tapioca bubbles. Tapioca balls, sorry. Anyway, those don't get shitty when they're when you drink cold milk tea. They stay in the good jelly form, whereas when they're warm, they sort of melt. So there you go. But anyway, we had the dumpling place, and then I headed home. I was home at 3 p.m. And then Ricky was sleeping, so I just was like, alright, I'll go to my room. Then I heard him, and he was awake and talking downstairs, and I was like, okay, I don't want to go down instantly, because, give me a minute, like, whew, I got to prepare. Then I waited maybe 10 minutes, maybe less, to be honest, but yeah. And then I went downstairs, and he was nowhere to be found. The mum was in the office, I was like, is he sleeping? And she's like, yes. I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then I headed to my room and chilled in my room. And then like every hour I would go downstairs just to check like every hour or half an hour I'd go downstairs to check like what's going on. Am I being a bad au pair? Like, is he awake? Am I supposed to be working? But from what I could tell, he was sleeping till 6:30 or something. Maybe not. I don't know. He was not. He was MIA, right? But I think he was sleeping. Mm. And at 6:30 we had dinner, and Ricky's dad came home from Korea. He's travels a fair bit. And I asked him, I was like, oh, how is Korea? And he basically just gave, like, because his English is bad. And I asked him with a translation app. And then he gave a one word response. He was like, oh, good. You could tell he meant good. He was like, good. I was like, okay. And then he said something to the mum, and then the mum was just like, Korea, cold. No. Korea, like, snow. Thick snow or big snow. And I was like, oh, so it's cold as fuck then. I'm not going. Alright. Like, yeah. So that was the impression I got. Also, it was just the four of us eating dinner this time, which usually there's two nannies. At the moment, we're one nanny down. So now there's one nanny. We actually got a new nanny. I swear, I've said that many times. I think this is the sixth. The English-speaking nanny has like been here the whole time. And then the other second nanny has been replaced like 6 times. And now we got a new nanny again. And she's really nice. I tried taking out my food after breakfast, and I was like, I'm going to take this to the sink, and she was like, no. And she took it, and I was like, okay. But I don't know. She's nice. But yeah, the other day, it was just us for, like, me, the parents, and Ricky eating, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I guess, the baby was in the hospital still with the English-speaking nanny. So yeah. But, it was just us four eating, which was super rare. And yeah, then we played in his room and had fake dinner, and then he went to sleep. And then, this is something I want to touch on. I think I've mentioned it multiple times, but we can touch on it again. Let's touch some more. Touch. Anyway, whatever. Whoa! Jesus Christ. Like, I'm drunk. Or something. No, when I left, because he doesn't go to bed when I leave. But, when I left, the dad was talking to him in English, and the dad knows, like, basically zero English. But the dad was still talking to him in English, saying, like, oh, good job, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I don't know, I find that, really, like, admirable, I guess. I think it's really cool that they really, really want him to learn English, and they're so willing that even though they don't speak English, they speak to him in English, because they're obviously not doing it for me when I'm not around. Like, if we're at the dinner table and they speak English, it's kind of like, you know, they're trying to include me in the conversation. They also speak a shit ton of Chinese where I'm just like, And that's awkward when they speak about me, because I can understand where they're like, gaga, and they're like laughing about me, and I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? But no. Obviously at the dinner table, sometimes when they speak English, it's to include me, or if I speak English, then they're also doing it to, you know, encourage English speaking. But when they're with him alone and I can just hear them speak English, it's like, oh, that's like really fucking cool and encouraging. Like, imagine if I had to speak a language I didn't know to someone, like to my kid. It'd be like I don't know, that's like really difficult. But it's really cool and I admire it a lot. Yeah, I went to my room and chilled and bought my plane ticket to Japan, which I'll be going the 20th of March. And tried talking to my friends and planning it, which one of my friends is now not going, so it'll just be me and the one friend. Which, that's fine, it's fair enough. It sucks more for him than it does for me, you know? Like, he probably wants to go to Japan and go on vacation and stuff, but yeah, he just couldn't. So that it is what it is. But I bought my ticket. I got so angry, alright, so it was like 1,600 Danish money. And I was like, okay, that's fair cheap, you know? Then I go to buy it, and then it's like, oh, this is not including baggage. Pay like 800 for baggage. And I'm like, fucking what, mate? That's like half the ticket price. Are you serious? So yeah, I definitely had to pay way more. And it wasn't just this place. I tried all the tickets. They all had the baggage bullshit. So I got royally fucked. Mm. But what are you gonna do? I had to buy the ticket, you know? It's only gonna go up in price. But, what's it called? Yeah, 6th of February, we're moving on. Ricky woke up at 8 a.m. Oh, this was bad. He woke up at 8 a.m., which now it's holidays, so every day is like weekend. And usually he doesn't wake me up. But he woke up at 8 a.m., and then he tried to wake me up, and I was like, you fucking, like, no, Jesus. I need sleep. I'm awake late at night every day being an idiot, you know? I tried fake sleeping, but then he started messing around on my desk, and he dropped my power bank, which I could hear, and I was like, I had to, like, get up to see what the fuck was going on. Like, how angry I should be. But yeah, I was like, fuck. And then I told him to leave, and then I had two options. One was wake up and go downstairs, which is probably the correct play. Because, you know, if he's on, if he's up, maybe I'm supposed to be. But I thought to myself, no, it's too early, fuck this. Because normally my weekend schedule is start at 9 a.m. And I follow that regardless of when he wakes up. I usually wake up at like 8:40 and then take a shower and then I'm ready. So yeah, on this day when he woke me, I was like, no, fuck this, I'm not doing it. And then I slept for 40 more minutes, which I couldn't really sleep because then I was awake, but I tried. But yeah, I woke up and I had breakfast and yeah. Then we played inside for a bit and had lunch at 12. And then I went to my PC and chilled for a bit, was tired, so I slept for 2 hours from 2 till 4, which that's the first nap I've had in a while. And then he woke me up again, which that time it's fair enough because, you know, I'm supposed to, I guess. Because again, I think the schedule does not get followed at all, but it still exists. And I think in my schedule, it says I'm free from lunch till like 3 o'clock. And I mean, he woke me up at like 4, so. He woke me up a little bit to 4 because I set my alarm to 4 just to make sure I don't, you know, sleep really long. Because I am supposed to work. Oh yeah, and then on the 6th of February, this was when I got told through the agency that I had to go to Hong Kong because we were going on a trip. And yeah, those communication issues, the fact that the mum doesn't tell me is annoying. But yeah, let me just go into that some more. Okay, so basically, on Tuesday I have to renew my visa. And then on the Wednesday, we are traveling to the host mum's hometown, Maoming, which I think it's a city with like 5 million people, but then I think she told me inside there's like lots of towns. So I expect we're going to some town with nothing in it, which, yeah, I'm basically just expecting the worst because then I can't be disappointed. So right now my expectations are no Wi-Fi, like nothing interesting, just dead town, nothing to do, no free time, have to be with Ricky all the time, no free days. Even though I don't want my free days when I'm there because I have nothing to do probably. But yeah, I'm expecting the worst because then I can only be pleasantly surprised. Like, I am excited to spend Chinese New Year because it'll be interesting to see. Also, I assume there's going to be a lot of great food, to be honest. Food, 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 all I think about. But Chinese New Year is not something that's exciting to see as a tourist or foreigner. Like, if you were in a foreign country and you wanted to come to China, you should not come during New Year. It'd be the dumbest decision ever. Like, the only thing close would be going during National Week. But it's like so dumb coming during New Year. I think 1 billion people in the country travel, which is a lot. It's actually like the largest movement of people, I guess. Yeah, it's crazy. And everything is fucked. And if you're a tourist, you want to go to big cities like Beijing or something, but they're all dead because everyone travels to their hometown. And then you can't see anything anywhere because, yeah, everything is closed and it's basically just people spending time with their families. So it's like Christmas. People spend time with their families, people eat good food, and people get red wallets, which I don't know if I'm getting one, but the kid will for sure. Like that, and I think maybe the nanny explains stuff. I think the dad has to give parents-in-law a red wallet. I don't know how it works, but red wallets are a thing. But basically, it'll be interesting to see, but not that great because yeah. And I'm staying in the countryside from the 14th to the 28th. So, no. Am I? I'm staying there for like 2 weeks. I don't really know the dates, but anyway. It'll be interesting but kind of horrible at the same time. And then, yeah. Anyway, moving on with the day. The mum and the dad left for the hospital, and then Ricky and I just played around, and he was obnoxious, and he spilt water everywhere, like drinking it and just spilling it, and I was like, fuck. And then at one point, I was like yelling at him, and like but when he's naughty, I hold his arm, and I tell him to look at me, and I'm just like, you did this, this, and this, you're horrible, say sorry. And then he has a cry, because I won't let go of his arm. And then he had a cry, and then that turned into him crying about missing his mum, and I was like, okay. And then the mum came home to him crying, and I was like, I'm doing a good job, please, you know? But no. He cries 10 times a day, so it's nothing new, to be honest. But yeah. Then, yeah, they came home, made dinner, and then afterwards Ricky and I played, like, make dinner until 9:05, where I went and bought Pepsi, which, that's always so awkward, because I end at 9, but it's not like I can look at the clock and be like, oh, it's 9 o'clock, Ricky, I'm done playing with you, fuck off. That's not how it works, you know? So I have to wait for the parents to, like, well, maybe it works for some au pairs. I don't feel comfortable doing it. So I have to wait for the parents to be like, Ricky, you're going to bed, or Emil, you can leave, or like, I don't know, it's really awkward. I mean, if it's too late, then I can be like, I need to go, but yeah. But yeah, I basically just told the mum, because we had gone out of his room, we were in the living room, and I told his mum, I was like, I go to the store to buy Pepsi, and she's like, okay. But yeah, then I talked to my dad and my friend and tried planning Hong Kong, which, this was the worst part. I asked the host mum if I could go there from Sunday to Tuesday, which, I mean, that's a pretty big deal, it's like 3 days. And she instantly was just like, yeah, sure, go for it. And she even asked me today about my dad, if he's coming and like when I'm leaving and stuff. And I'm like, oh, well now maybe I'm not, because, yeah. But, yeah, it was super nice of her. She just let me instantly and was really nice. And the agency, I was supposed to go to Hong Kong Monday, but they changed it to Tuesday to accommodate me. So basically, everything worked out on my end, and then my dad fucked me over. So I'm pretty salty about that. Not gonna lie, pretty upset, but whatever, like, fuck, I'm annoyed. But now I'll go to Hong Kong alone, I guess, and I don't know. Last time I was, like, so bored, I don't know what to do there, so, yeah. Anyway, we have the 7th of February, fuck. And that was yesterday, and it was my free day. So yesterday, I woke up late, because I went to bed late. I woke up at, like, 10. And then right after I woke up, Ricky came into my room, which I really don't like when he barges in my room and is obnoxious, but whatever. He's done it twice during this video, you know? It's like, it's kind of annoying. But yeah, he comes into my room, and he's like, do you want noodles? Do you want noodles? Do you want noodles? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then, yeah, his dad made me noodles for breakfast, which I didn't actually plan on eating breakfast. I told the mum the day before, I don't know what time I wake up, and I don't know what I'm doing, so don't prepare breakfast for me, because I don't know. But then obviously, you know, when the dad asked me, it's like, okay. So I had breakfast, and then I headed outside, which, I got so many brownie points here. When I went to leave, Ricky was like, where are you going? Where are you going? I'm like, I'm going out to meet friends or go outside. And he's like, okay. And he's like, give me a goodbye hug. I'm like, sure. And he's like, I love you. And I was like, and the dad was standing right there while he says all this, and he's being really cute. And I'm just like, yes. All the brownie points. Because 99% of the time he's like, I don't like you, you're no nice, and he's crying. So him being like, I love you, and giving me a hug, I was like, yes. Finally they see something positive, I guess. But yeah. Then I left, and I went and filmed a video just around Shenzhen. Just different places, which that video will come out in a while from now, but yeah. And then I was hoping I'd meet up with friends, but then they were all, I don't know if they didn't have a free day, or they were just avoiding me, but I messaged if people were free, and it didn't seem so. So I sort of walked around for a bit, and then I was supposed to meet this girl, but then she was sick, and then, yeah. So I walked around for a bit and did my thing, had a milk tea, and then I was like, okay. And then I went home, chilled on my PC, had dinner, and then just went back to chilling on my PC. And I didn't even, like, get anything done. I haven't edited any, like, the next video. Haven't done anything significant, just being useless, and it kind of sucks. So yeah, basically after dinner yesterday, all I did was be useless. And try to get, yeah, Hong Kong to work, but fuck me. And then what else? I have a bunch of video ideas that I'm trying to, like, fucking actually pull my shit together and film, but it's really hard when you're a useless idiot. I will get it done, I promise, but it's just when. Maybe if I'm on the countryside super bored and I have no internet for the Spring Festival, maybe I'll get some time to edit videos, film videos and stuff. But knowing my luck, I'll have a room, like, so I can't really, like, right next to everything, and I won't be able to, like, film videos without someone coming in and be like, what are you doing? And I won't have free time, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that was yesterday, the 7th of February. I don't know what else to say, like, basically just chilled till I went to bed. Which, again, I went to bed way too late, which is a bad habit. And that brings us to today, the 8th of February. I woke up at 7:40 because today I had class again. Which, again, this is like the fun class where the classes are put together and we don't do anything. So, basically, woke up, and then I didn't plan on having breakfast at home because I wanted to go to class and be on time. But the nanny was like, wait, did I? Oh, I ate noodles for breakfast. She was like, I made you noodles. And I was like, okay. And yeah, that was like what I mentioned before, like the new nanny. I tried to take my bowl out and she was like, no, I'll do it. I was like, okay. And yeah, I went to class. We watched a BBC documentary about the Spring Festival, which I don't think I actually learned anything, really. It was kind of useless. Everything I already knew, or like, it was kind of just... It was it was entertainment value, basically, and not informative, which I don't really like, because the people in it weren't entertaining. They were kind of just obnoxious, but whatever. Then afterwards we went to the dumpling place, again. Same thing as last time. Really nice. It was one of my friend's last day. Not last day. It's the last time I will see her, I think. Because now I'm going to Hong Kong and I'm going away and all that. But yeah, she's from Finland and she's cool, and now she's leaving. So that's just sad. Every time. Au pair's leaving all the time. But yeah. Then I got home at 3. And shortly after, Ricky woke up and I was just like, fuck. And then he spent time watching stuff where I was like, oh, I'm useless. And yeah, we just did nothing till dinner, basically. And then at dinner, talked to the parents a bit, talked to Ricky a bit. Oh, I forgot to mention, the baby came home yesterday as well. He was like, he's been in the hospital, like I've been mentioning, for a really long time. And then yesterday he came home, and he was all better and like full of energy, and he wanted me to like lift him up, and he was like grabbing stuff and trying to eat everything, and he's good again, and he's here today as well, obviously. But yeah, he's good. And yeah, we just had dinner, talked to the parents about stuff, and I'm supposed to get my pocket money on the 5th, and today's the 8th, and I'd gotten my phone, and I was like, translating, like, other stuff, just having small talk, sort of, with the parents, and then I was gonna ask them about the money, like, remind them, and then the mum handed me it, and I was like, oh, cool. So yeah, didn't have to ask. But yeah, had dinner. After dinner, Ricky and I just played in his room. I threw him around a bit on the, like, play mat, just fucking around. And then we also, like, did the thing with the puppets and whatever. And then at 9, I left, and I didn't take a shower because I got fucked by the cold water. And then I went straight to film this video, and I got ganked twice. And yeah, that's it. And now I'm gonna render this shit, like, get it out, and go to... Well, I'm not going to go to bed, but I'm going to pretend I go to bed, because I go to bed early and I'm not an idiot. But yeah, that's it. So next week will be spring. No, it won't be spring. Oh, I guess it will. It'll be Spring Festival on next Thursday, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to the countryside on Wednesday. I don't know what will happen to the weekly recaps. Presumably, I won't have internet, so I won't be able to upload them. Also, I don't know about filming them. But I will write my diary every day. And then if worst comes to worst, I will, when I come home from the countryside, I'll record each week separately and then upload them all at the same time. Or I'll do like a mega episode. Nah, that's gross because it'll be too long. But yeah, the videos will be released. I just don't know when or like if I'll have internet, if I'll be able to record. So yeah, don't expect videos while I'm like AFK. And I don't know about filming when I'm in the countryside. If I'm going to film, if there's going to be anything interesting. Everything is a big fat question mark. But hopefully I have a good spring festival. And just, yeah, have a good time. Also, my birthday is on the 19th. So that's also happening while we're in the countryside. Which kind of sucks. Because I was planning on, like, going out for lunch with friends. And then, also, like, maybe going out for dinner with the parents. But now I'm just stuck in the countryside. So that sucks, but what are you gonna do? I don't know what else to say. Those are the main things that are coming up. And then going to Hong Kong on Tuesday, which I don't know if I'll record it. Just because last time it was like, so I don't know. Maybe I record another video from Hong Kong. It's like, I'll regret if I don't, but the thing is, I don't think I'm doing anything interesting. I'm like really salty. I'll have to figure out a plan for Hong Kong, I guess. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time, depending on when that is. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.